Hello, everyone. Father Lamb here. It's Wednesday, October 23rd. And we're taping this a day early because on today, which is actually Tuesday the 22nd, is the priest convocation. So all the priests in the Diocese of Allentown will be going to Hershey to have our convocation. It's really a wonderful thing to spend some time together with the brothers, to pray together, to listen to some talks, and just to kind of have some camaraderie. So I'm just going to ask you to pray for the priests of our diocese. I'm very grateful for that. We're also just beginning our increased giving in both of our parishes, Assumption, BVM, and also at Queenship. And I just want to thank you for your understanding and your help. It's Stewardship's all about time, talent, and treasure. And so we always can challenge ourselves to, how am I spending my time? And am I giving my time over to the Lord? And part of that is giving time over to our parish. And talent, what gift do you have, do I have that we can share with the community? Any talent, any gift any of us have, it's not like we earned it or we're special. God gives us talents so we can share them with the community. So it's really good for us to challenge ourselves once in a while, say, am I sharing, my talents with the parish as well? And we can always use more volunteers and more helpers. I'm very grateful for everything that all of you do. I'm really, really grateful. Thank you. And also our treasures. So as I mentioned at Mass last Sunday, mainly because of so many funerals that we've been having, we average about 55 funerals a year between the two parishes. When we lose our parishioners, you lose your income. And so we just need to kind of bring that up a little bit. So it's a soft sell. Pray about it. If you can help us out, I'd be very grateful. Your generosity and your sacrifices make my job as pastor a lot easier. And I'm very grateful to be your pastor. And I'm really grateful for your support. Yeah, on Tuesday, which is today, as I said at Mass today, Jesus said, stay vigilant. You don't know when the bridegroom's coming. You don't know when the Lord's coming. We have that beautiful reading on Tuesday night evening prayer. Stay sober and vigilant. Your opponent, the devil, is prowling like a roaring lion, looking for someone to devour. Resist him, solid in your faith. So often in the scriptures, Jesus challenges us to be vigilant, stay awake. And, when we do a vigil, we have the vigil mass for the next day, but a vigil is actually something that goes on all night. At the Easter vigil in the early church, they prayed all night long and they stayed awake all night. And that's not easy sometimes. But it's really about staying awake or staying aware in our spiritual lives. Father Anthony de Mello, that Jesuit priest and storyteller, used to say that spirituality is about waking up. And he would say that so much of our lives we spend asleep. We're in our sleep and we live in our sleep. We get married in our sleep. We raise our families in our sleep. We go to work in our sleep. And he says spirituality is about waking up. And if you love someone and they're getting into something that's a little harmful and you care about them, you might even say something like that to them. You might say, you got to wake up. I'm worried about you. You got to wake up. It's always a good challenge for us to challenge ourselves to wake up, to ask the Lord, pardon me, I get all choked up when I think about this. No, but ask the Lord to help us to see where we're blind. Ask the Lord to help us to see where we're kind of asleep in our spiritual lives. And he'll reveal it to us. Teach us your ways, O Lord, and he will teach us. There's a beautiful little reading too in Paul's letter to the Romans. He says, it's now the hour for you to wake from sleep. The night is far spent, the day draws near. Let us cast off deeds of darkness and put on the armor of light. Let us live honorably as in daylight. That's Romans 13:11 and following. There's something dark about sin. Sin wants to be done in the dark. I remember my mom saying nothing good happens after 11 p.m., right? When it's dark and we're out doing stuff. And so we need to live honorably as in daylight and to stay awake. This week, let's just maybe take a look inside our own hearts and ask the Lord to reveal to us any dark spots. Is there a spot in my life, Lord, that I need to wake up? A spot in my life where I'm just not seeing it, Lord. And to really make our prayer to the Lord, Lord, teach me your ways. Teach me the path that I should walk. God has a path for each and every one of us. And we go off the path, we go into darkness, we get into trouble. We need to come back to that path and be faithful to that path. So this week, let's ask God to help us to wake up and to live a more deeply spiritual life. God bless you.